Social want to join you?
I mean, if he feels like it, I'm fine with it. Having a co-caster never hurts.
I will might as well.
Spiced up the last game of the season.
Hell yeah. Who do you think is gonna win, dude?
Dude, I think you're just gonna pick to stay.
Is
Is it staying?
I feel like Skybound is probably going to
Yeah.
take it, though. They're a tough team.
Yeah, they're good. Alright, we're live, so let's go ahead. Hey, Distortions. Let's introduce everyone, and then we'll get it started. I'm gonna turn up my
Distortions, do you want to take
Alright, so starting off with Skybound Lightning, we have their captain Zaxophone. Going to be running the Lucio, maybe a little bit of Mercy. Usually see him on Lucio though. Moving on down to the the clouded best fair in the league right now, Blue Ninja. Most people would call him a one trick, but we have seen him flex onto Tracer and Soldier a bit, so he can't just play projectiles, his hit scan is there too. Moving on, we got Big Fat Mex. I would imagine he's going to be filling in for PK on the Mercy tonight. Time on Zenyatta. Might see him on a little bit of main tank, but...
He's actually a really good Zenyatta. I wouldn't be surprised to see them run double off support.
Dude, his Zen is so nasty.
I think he's like number 63 in the world. He's insane.
Yeah. Alright, then we got our other DPS, Marcuso here. He plays mostly Tracer. We have seen him on Soldier and McCree, though. Also plays a really good D.Va. We played against him back when he was on Arc Mini on the D.Va, so...
Huh.
Truthfully cool here. Probably going to be playing their main tank. Maybe seeing him on Mercy if Mex decides to go Reinhardt. And then last but not least, we have Scuttlebus, who is their other tank. Going to be playing a lot of Zarya, maybe some Reinhardt, Winston. Could flex onto a D.Va if they need the Matrix too. So that is the side of Skybound Lightning.
Okay, I guess we're not introducing... There we go.
And Crystal Rain, you don't get introductions.
On the side of Crystal Rain, we have the now captain, used to be co-captain, Arason. Arason is going to be the DPS player. He's been working on his Soldier, I know that, but I feel like we're largely going to see him on Genji. He might hop on Soldier and get some high ground just so he could target call, but his Genji is probably the strongest character. Second, we got Mace-Kai. Mace-Kai is going to be a tank player. I'm pretty confident he spends most of his time on D.Va, though he can go over to main tank. Next, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Goldstreams himself, filling in on Crystal Rain for him. I actually didn't know that Goldstreams picked up Winston, but I know he does play a lot of D.Va. He is a D.Va fanboy, so I would be surprised to see Mace-Kai on main tank if Goldstreams wants to go on his main. Next, we got Has the Bants. I'm pretty sure this is the fill for Steel Kills. Got a lot of time on Ana, though. He could go over to DPS. He could even go over to Zarya. He's got a lot of time on a lot of different characters. I'd like to see what Has the Bants has for us.
Very good on Ana, Has the Bants.
Oh, I haven't seen him play, so I wasn't aware. Next, we got Lazzy. Lazzy is the blue ninja of Crystal Rain, essentially. Probably going to spend most of her time on Pharah, but she does have a pretty solid Tracer as well, just like Blue. And last but not least, we got Hawk. Hawk is probably going to be on the Lucio. He loves him some Lucio. Though he does have a little bit of time on Zen, I wouldn't be surprised to see that. First map we got is Watchpoint Gibraltar. This is the final league match of the regular season. This decides the final bracket lineup of the playoffs, but both of these teams are locked in for the playoffs. What were we saying? I'm sorry, I kept interrupting you.
I haven't played with Has the Bants, but I've played against him in comp, and his sleep guards are on point. Like, if you don't have a Matrix in his face, like, there's gonna be a lot of problems.
I'm really curious to see what Crystal Rain is going to look like without Steel Kills and Christune, because I haven't seen them play at all.
Well, I know Goldstreams is a fairly recent pickup. They were going to have Crystal 1 coming into this match, but I was talking to Arrow, and he said that Goldstreams was just a better fit for the team, he felt, so we'll see how it works out for him.
It's nice to see Goldstream's finally back into the scene. He's been gone for a really long time.
He actually talked to me about subbing for Weenie Hut Juniors, but I could never get a hold of him because he went on vacation for like a year and a half.
Yeah. On the side of Crystal Rain, we're seeing some Bastion. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna see some switches though, because they're just caster trolling right now. We are seeing the double off support from Crystal Rain though. I don't expect them to switch, at least definitely not Hawk.
To be honest, with Goldstream's Aeroson and Maeskai be able to play tanks, I would not.
Strong,
Leslie being good on that Tracer, you know, it could come out, but we'll see.
I don't know how strong the Zarya is for any of them though. I'm pretty sure Crystal 1 was the Zarya player.
Maeskai can play Zarya.
Oh yeah, now that you're saying that, I'm pretty sure they pulled it out against IGL.
Yeah, they tried it against us too.
Sorry I'm late.
I didn't even know you were coming, so...
It's okay. But as we're beginning here with Skybound Lightning versus the new Crystal Rain.
We are seeing Lazzy on Tracer instead of Fair. I'm surprised to not see some dogfights. Herix is practicing for tomorrow. It does seem like they stopped the payload kind of late. Usually you can get in there a little bit earlier, though this is probably the most comfortable spot to stop the payload. It is interesting to see a Winston comp against a Ryan comp. I always really like to see that matchup, because it can usually go either way. It's really just based on who plays it better. And we are seeing Mace popping off with the Zen orbs right now.
It looks like Crystal Rain is just getting constantly the picks onto SVL right now.
I think the Zenyatta is just really helping them finish any kills that they need to get.
I mean, I've been with Has the Bance before, and he's a great on his end. Oh, and then there's the kill onto Blue. Oh, and then he gets rezzed.
He gets rezzed and instantly ulted right back into the ground.
Oh, there's Arrow. Taken down by Zach.
A solid NA Reinhardt ult there, not knocking anybody down really. That is going to be able to scare everybody away. Intimidation is key. Skybound is going to stop the payload right at the end there, and that's around 10 meters away.
Rocket hammer, man.
And possibly may continue to possibly win the AGL and avenge their fallen brother, Skybound Thunder.
Oh, poor Sky. Poor Thunder, man. They had a tough
I
time.
legitimately want to make like a video and just like playing like Hard Knock Life, like from that one movie. And just like for how sad
defeat.
I'll say something by a great big world plays in the background.
Deep ult does get popped off, and it takes out the Far Mercy
Mercy
combo. This is going to be really tough for Skybound right now. Skettle now down. This is easily a Crystal Rain fight. If Skybound salvages this, I'd be genuinely impressed.
But on the res close enough, so manages to charge it up quickly, he might get a huge res, but yeah. It's Truth going down.
This is a really strong contest, though. They just can't get Zac off the payload. As I say that, they do get him off. The Farmer's combo now is back, however, so this is still a pretty strong contest for the side of Skybound Lightning. They do have the respawns right now. They probably could have made it, but they decided best course of action was to just set up for the next push, not get picked. Staggers are bad.
That's the thing about Gibraltar. Like, as soon as they cap the point, you better run back.
Yeah, Gibraltar's a really easy stagger map for attackers.
Oh, there's the pick from Marquiso onto Has the Bance.
Isn't that big a deal for Crystal Rain though? Because the action really isn't started yet. As I say that, the D.Va kind of overextends. Truth's really cool, just wasn't where he needed to be there. Skybound is following up on him though. He is getting saved. Attack visor from behind. Aeroson taking out 2 with that. That's both supports down. Mark Q in a very precarious situation. Down he goes. That was an incredibly strong play by Aeroson just now. That totally turned the fight in their favor by himself.
It was such a short flank too, like he didn't go up and around or anything, he just went through that little cut and he was able to catch them all off guard.
Just this pile of garbage right here just went around it.
All those Genji plays led him to something.
Yeah, he knows the maps better. Used to having a higher view. There's a hammer down. This is a very good spot to hold. And
There he goes.
that's
Like the double pick
4
onto
people
Mesa
down right
last.
there. It's just Arason and Goldstream's left. Arason is going to wipe himself. Goldstream is going to make it away though, so he's quite alright.
Goldstream's
That
getting pretty
was-
low though.
That was a
Almost taken
very
out by Blue.
fast fight. That fight ended, like, probably less than 5 seconds after it started. That was impressive.
I'm
I'm
sure
pretty sure
too
he
many
did
ults came out
yeah.
there, yeah.
So
Or
the ult
Scuttle might have
is
just...
in...
Oh wait, I noticed that Lassie switched to Pharah now.
Oh, Skettle switched to Winston, that's why he popped his ult there.
Yeah, Scuttle might have just shattered to get it out
value.
there.
Hazabant's in a really weird spot. It's a very good spot for Zen to be, but he's also way out of the fight. He's gonna spend half of his Transcendence just getting to his team. There we go, he's finally...
Oh, there's the pick onto Zax by Mace.
Truthfully, Cool did get caught out of position again. He pops the ult to try to save himself, doesn't really do anything though. He is gonna be ready for the
And
next
then he
fight
gets
with his
rezzed
next
by
one.
Max.
I don't know if that was necessarily a good res. I personally, if I was playing Mercy there, I would have waited for them to get a little bit closer and then res 2 people. At least 2 people. It is seeming to at least keep the fight alive longer.
Yeah.
And
The high noon from Mark, but dies to Arrow.
shuts down immediately. This is a very even fight though.
Both these teams are really good at just stalling out the payload.
Yo, the cancel for that last he did onto Blue.
Blue seems to be having a really hard time right now getting his barrages off. Every time he pops it, he gets 1 kill and immediately dies.
Maybe the Diva is just constantly eating his shots.
And we
Well,
are
maybe
seeing
this-
Crystal Lane take that point.
Yep.
Scuttlebus just leaves spawn and immediately jumps off the map. Doesn't want to get staggered more than he has to be.
Yep. Well, Blue's trying to get some poke damage here onto Crystal Rain.
Just grind his ult out for the next fight.
Be like Arikata, man.
This is a really hard, like, corner to hold. I've never really, like, it's just a better area for attackers than defenders, especially when you're not running up Reinhardt. You can really efficiently stall near the end, but this is really tough to stop people at.
Arrow and has advanced by both DPS.
My ultimate is almost ready.
We are seeing the ult advantage, or ult economy advantage, rather, in the favor of Skybound, though, actually, we have 5 ults coming up on both sides.
Possibly
only
the next
take-
ult battle.
Yeah, it only takes like 3-4 more direct hits for Blue to get his ult completely filled up. And pretty much everybody's at 90% on Crystal Rain. This could be an ult storm battle right at the end here.
I love
He's
seeing
one
those.
does-
Oh, Arrow goes down, feels bad. Oh, and Vex goes down to
Vex
both
is going down.
self-destructs. It's a double nuke.
Good to see a
Finally,
clutch
Blue
play
to
out of
get
Blue
some value
here.
out of that. It looks like Crystal Rain is going to get stopped right at this corner, right after I said it was a tough corner to hold.
Ha. Ironic.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
there's
think
Lassie
anybody's going
possibly
to be...
with a
Oh,
stagger.
the Transcendent
let's
to
go.
try to
Nice.
get there couldn't quite make it in time. That just feels bad. That was a really strong showing from Crystal Rain there. Skybound is a very tough team.
Yeah. Maybe because most of them were from Steel Team 6.
I don't know, Steel Team 6 got 2-0'd by both of the casters here.
Oh, we gotta bring that up right now?
Wow.
Yeah, we still ranked below Pulse and power rankings. Feels bad, man.
Rest in peace. I'll play a Mogan Heap at your funeral.
Jeez. In this spawn, we are seeing pretty much standard count from both sides. We are seeing the double off support from Skybound, though.
It's really cool going to attack Bastion. I support it. Definitely
Maybe
about
they're
that.
doing the traditional Skybound where it's just like we all jump off the map and die by picking troll heroes.
They're in the attacker spawn.
Oh wait, I forgot. Shit.
I know that the tanks usually like to cast a troll on the side of Skybound, so we can trust.
We always bust out the attack torb.
Yo, Fuey is amazing at Torb.
Phew, that's a top 500 Torb main. Of course, he's good at Torb.
Lol.
Of course he.
Like, hey, you know who's a good Genji? Shadowburn.
You know who's a good Widow? Kefri.
Jeffrey.
I was gonna say Taimu, but Kefri's okay.
Kefri's better than time.
It looks like Skybound
Oh, yeah,
Lightning
for
is
sure.
moving in on the side and not going directly on point. Trying to go in for
It looks
some
like
surprise.
they might have been scarred by IGHM. We like hiding in the corner and just dropping on the payload whenever they get on it. They didn't want to get hit by the
Gold
ambush.
is all by himself, but he may run away with his life.
He does get to his team. It's just one person on the payload for Skybound. Zach's just moving the payload, keeping the tunes on. He does get some support by the tank here.
Looks like Skybound is running the triple DPS comp with
I
Skittle
didn't
buff
even know
on
that.
Genji. What?
I didn't even know that Skittle played Genji.
Wait. Never mind. I'm not judging it.
I mean, he's already got 50% on his ult, so he's doing something at least all right.
Oh, there he goes with the pick on Arrow and Hawk.
Popping off right now. Down goes the mech as well. Go on, Skittle. Go on.
Dang, this is having me surprised.
I actually really like the triple DPS out of Skybound right now because if you look, Maysky's defense matrix just gets eaten up so quick with all that damage coming in.
It does. We actually scrimmed Skybound Lightning last night, and we pulled out a triple DPS comp, and they just answered it. They brought it out right up against us and knocked us down a peg.
Rest in peace, IGHM.
That was a tough scrim. Could be tough playoffs for us too. Blue Ninja is flanking with the barrage ready. It doesn't look like anyone's the wiser but the main tank. There we go. Finally, we got Diva up in his face. It looks like he might get shut
Tanks are
down.
bullying Blue, but yet
Blue-
instead Vex comes and gives him a helping
Blue
hand.
did very efficiently just bait the tanks into his team though. He brought him down to half before they even realized that they were doing something wrong.
There goes Arrow with attack visor, but immediately shut down by Vex's Transcendence.
That was a really good reaction.
And then
All these
there
kills
he
are
goes
going
down,
Skybound.
killed by Blue.
There's the barrage
Doing a
again.
barrage, but then Lassie
He
gets
gets
to take on him.
one kill and gets shut down. Blue's just having a really tough time tonight.
Yo, Mex is now deleting
Wow.
everyone at
Max
Zenyatta.
pops off there at the end, takes out both 150 health characters himself. It doesn't look like they're gonna get any. I stand corrected. This is a really, really tough round for Crystal Rain. Skybound is absolutely just dominating them.
Oh, there goes Arrow switching onto the Genji now, possibly making anything work, but yet already Skittle has his ult, so you might be
Get
able
some
to flank in
lead
the back
battles
and
here.
possibly use it. Arrow's trying to oh, and then Arrow gets picked off by Blue.
That felt like a really
Goldstream
weak dive
contested
there.
payload as
Goldstream's
much
tried to
as he
go
can.
into going to stop him, but
There goes
no
the
one
beach
really
off
followed up on him.
But then Vance pulls out a Transcendence.
That was a
Oh,
really
there goes
good.
Zach and Skittle dying both to the
That
evil.
almost got Mex too. He survived there with like I think around 50 health and got knocked into a mega.
Here goes Truth running back to spawn at 68 health. He will make it. And give ult charge to Zach. But now
That was a pretty good fight for Crystal Rain. They did they go with 2 ults or 3 there?
I believe Goldstream's initiated with Primal Rage and then Maysky used Self-Destruct. That's the only ults that I saw.
They probably could have gotten away without even using Primal Rage.
Oh, did Dance Transcendence? Okay. So that was a 3-ult fight, so not really a lot to defend this here.
Yeah, they just kind of screwed themselves there, and no one is really close at all to ults. Goldstreams is making his way there.
possibly gonna
Yeah,
die.
he does get
dies
taken out of the
first.
fight. Leslie does have pulse bomb. I'm surprised that she hasn't thrown it yet. She's had quite a few opportunities.
Oh, there
when
goes
people
the
speak up.
deflect!
This guy going down. This could be SBL's fight right here.
Skybound did get taken out in turn though. And we do have a pretty even respawn, but I'm pretty sure that Crystal Rain does have a very slight respawn advantage here.
They possibly.
They definitely have
low.
the health
There
advantage
goes
though.
gold.
Yeah, everyone's low for the side of Crystal Rain. This is tough. There it is.
Yep.
That's gonna do
There
it.
goes Gibraltar.
Map one for
The hands of
Skybound.
Skybound Lightning.
Really love seeing that triple DPS on Skybound there.
Yep,
Triple
dive
DPS
meta
is a really
is
fun
fun
comp.
sometimes. I still miss the kind of old death ball where it's like it's Orion and Zarya.
Next map will be Lijiang Tower.
Back when Ana's heals were literally broken.
Play of the game.
And there's possibly the big tack visor by Arrow.
Yep, this is the one. Such a little flank for such an impactful play. Just one tap scuttle right there at the end.
He's like so Confucius is like, what's going on? What?
Why can't casters vote for people?
I wish I could.
I want that to be a feature.
That would be interesting.
Please, Blizzard.
To see like you could get what, a max of 24 votes then?
Yeah.
Oh no, you could put people in the queue as well, so you could get even more than 24.
Yep, Barino.
As previously said, the next map will be Lijiang Tower. I know that Skybound is very strong on Lijiang. I don't know how good Crystal Rain is though, especially with their two new players.
Your guess is as good as mine with these two new pickups. I mean, the res is not coming in because Vance doesn't really play a lot of Mercy. So, as far as the whole King of the Hill thing is concerned, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, playing into a Mercy without a Mercy is always a really tough thing to do. When they have more lives than you do, it's just it's an uphill battle all the way.
Mercy
You gotta
the
try
Light.
and win those team fights without ults and then save them for when they get rezzed.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Amateur, the next map is Lijiang Tower.
In China.
What do you guys think of that May short?
Yo, it
Oh yeah, I
was
totally
nice.
forgot about the next short.
I almost shed a tear.
I kind of
Almost.
despise May, so I didn't really care.
The only reason she survived is because she's the devil. That's my theory.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's the only reason her cryo sleep chamber didn't malfunction.
She was, maybe it did malfunction, and she was just kept alive by the fiery hate that is inside of her.
That would be accurate. I could get behind that.
Thanks for the input.
Beautifully timed. Couldn't have
Very.
said it better myself.
How come Mercy has a devil skin, but they don't give May a devil skin?
It's a demon
think-
skin.
Yeah, I think May should just like have something where her entire body is just lit on fire. It'd be very counterintuitive to her kit, but you know.
May should have a voice line where it's just like a stereotypical demon voice. And it's just like a blarg. And since it is season 6 is approaching, and King of the Hill will be changed, instead of doing best of 5 in King of the Hill in season 6, it's best of 3 in competitive. Pros are doing that already, so we're copying the pros as best as we can. This will be a best of 3.
Prepare
That same rule will apply to the playoffs, so we won't have too long King of the Hill matches. It looks like he might have had the wrong rule set there.
He forgot.
Yeah, I think he had best of 1.
Best of 3. What? Best of
Best of
3?
one.
No, man.
No,
Best
it's
of 5
best of
still. No, it's best of 3. Not gonna lie though, going back to that May thing, if I didn't know about that and I just heard somebody say it, it would literally make me want to snap my disc in half.
Oh no.
It's very rare to see May players. It's
When
like
you
as
do
if
though,
you
you
see...
wish you didn't.
Because you have to be a special kind of person to like May.
True.
Yo,
And
look,
it
I
looks
would
like
legitimately
amateur.
make a Smurf where I only play May, just to make all the lower levels fear me.
Don't do that. It looks like amateur is going back on his word here. We are gonna do 5 rounds instead of 3.
Rest in
So,
peace.
Best
I'm
of
pretty sure-
5.
I'm pretty sure it is locked in that we will be doing the best of 3 for the playoffs, but I guess we're just not doing it for the regular league.
Yeah, I think regular season it'd be fair to make it best of 5 since this is the last game of the regular season.
That is true. Everyone else has done that, so why not have the last team do it?
Oh my god, Max.
What? You posting stuff in Discord right now?
He's just like checking something on Discord and then he exclaims, posting memes during AGL, let's go. I know that dude is a huge dude of memes.
Blue Ninja's bringing out the Sombra right now. I've seen him play Sombra before. I haven't seen him do it recently though.
I loved nano boosting a Sombra.
Why?
Yo, it actually did effective though.
Doesn't it take like 13 shots to kill with Sombra?
You would know, you play her.
That's not a good idea.
No, but he actually got like a triple.
Incoming nano boosts for Valkyrie Mercy, by the way, with this new update.
Dude, I'm so excited for that. It makes me want to play Mercy. We are having a fight on point. I'm surprised not to see the fight in mid. That's usually what you'd see on this Legion
Oh, the pickups
map.
of gold is an advantage. Now the tanks
Both
are dead,
tanks now.
so this is an
Oh my
advantage
god,
for
it's just a slaughter right now for Skybound. It's just a
Wow,
farmer
4
for now.
going down almost immediately from Crystal Rain.
Vance jumps off because he doesn't want to end up like everyone else.
Actually, didn't even notice Vance was on Mercy, so we are seeing a little bit of flex from Vance right now. Honestly, if they aren't going to do very well, at least in this round, I would expect him to switch. Just something more comfortable. Leslie's taking
There's the
her
pick on some
sweet
blue
time.
by arrow.
We are seeing a very, very slow flank from the Farmercy here. They made it to the point literally after their entire team died. That's just
Max knows
tough.
they're there though. He's gonna call that out to their
Notice
team
both
and they're gonna
farmers
rotate.
Just running away.
Yeah, I know they're just rotating right back to spawn. You really can't afford to do a push it that slow.
Soldier 76, reporting for duty.
I'm pretty sure what happened there was Lazzy started to push that way, made it around the corner, and then came back around the corner to get her Mercy partner, and then kept going. It looks like Blue will be getting behind them to look for an EMP right now.
Oh, there goes Skettle going down.
Vance now down again. He's just having a really tough time on Mercy right now. Lazzy is doing the work without him though.
I'd say now this fight is getting in a bit of the way of Crystal Rain right now.
Yeah, Chris Rain is a really strong transfer here. Blue does take Lazzy out of the sky before he goes down though.
If I'm going down, you're going down with me.
He literally had 4 health. Like,
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Just couldn't finish it.
last bullet of the clip. It's like, nope, no more flying for you.
Skybound did get together really quickly there. Crystal Rain didn't really have that much time to think. And there's
There
the
goes the
EMP.
EMP from Blue.
In a situation like that, a really good play for Lucio would be to just like wait around the corner and then pop Sound Bearer right after that happens.
Wow.
If he did that, then they would be in a much better situation.
There goes
That's
the
going
fight.
off right now.
But the support's dominating the kill
Nothing but
feed right now.
support from the kill feed.
Yeah.
The play I just watched out of Max though, he charged a shot, went around the corner, and instantly 5 headshotted has the Vance.
Just
Deleted.
Rest in peace. What Gale once said.
I always really like seeing Mex on Zenyatta. If he played more Zenyatta, I feel like he'd have more fun.
Nice transcendence to save his team there from the
They
barrage.
they did pop both support ults there, so they do have a little bit less sustain. It's not that big a deal since the round is already over. Yeah, they ended it right there. That was just a very slight
grab of their own to
nitpick.
keep them off the
There
point.
goes Mark, just bombing himself.
I would expect bands to switch off of Mercy now just because they kind of got dominated.
I wouldn't mind either both Ana or Zenyatta would work here.
Honestly, answering this comp with a triple DPS wouldn't be that bad of an idea.
Triple DPS could work actually.
Or even a triple tank.
You could
Triple
have
tank
Ace
guys,
switch
bring it out.
I'm
switch again.
genuinely surprised. They are not switching off of Mercy right now.
That's what Crystal Rain, you know, they used to be SC6, so they're used to running the Mercy literally all the time because steal kills, even when they ran triple tank dive, normally you see a Zenyatta Lucio, and Hawk would go Zen, but steal kills always insisted on staying on the Mercy, so I wonder if that's the reason behind it, or if they're, they got some
PTSD.
reasons of their own, yeah.
And the
So far-
flank there, Mex has already taken another fight. That was really strong flank there by Arasan.
Yep, the
Working
pickup's
on-
is done.
It is a pretty
Working on
even
Scuttle
fight,
Buff
but it
here,
looks like
too.
Crystal Rain might have the advantage here.
They have the numbers.
Yeah, it looks
Lucio
like
taking
it's just a
really
matter of
low,
taking
has
the
to
last
back
people
out.
off. Both the Tracer and the Zarya now are there for Skybound Landing. They do retreat though. Didn't want to waste their time.
The kill to
That was
Mark
a
here.
fantastic
Really-
stagger there. I almost said scatter. They already have EMP for Skybound Lightning though. This is gonna be a really hard fight to win for Crystal Rain.
Winning
I
triple
expect them to
support,
get
man.
popped right about now.
Triple support's strong.
There it is.
There goes the MP.
Triple Sport is
Before
a
the
meta,
pick
dude.
onto Arrow and the pick onto Mace is a big advantage as they have
Good
both
pick.
picks. If they could get the
Booth
Mercy
working on
before
Hawk
Crystal
outside the
Race,
point.
Crystal Rain better not C9 it.
Skybound is going to take out Hawk, and it looks like they will be taking the point.
And they only needed to use one ult for that. That's how strong Sombra really is. If you have a good team to follow you up, Sombra is one of the most dominant characters in the game.
Very well placed EMP by Blue there.
Or Dante.
And Blue's already halfway to another EMP.
There goes Truth with the dive on to Crystal Rain.
Doesn't look like he's gonna do anything with it though. Everyone just immediately walked out of his range and he just didn't know what to do. It looks like he's
It's taking
gonna
very
pop.
low, has to back out.
Oh, there's the
There's
pick
the
onto
promo.
Vance.
Another EMP out of Blue.
And Truth just jumped off the map. Truth just jumped off the
We do
map
have a
and
back
saw
cap
him.
going on right now.
Skybound. Skybound.
Skybound C9'd it. They just
C9'd?
gave it up.
C9.
It is a 2v4 though, so Crystal Rain is gonna have a
Aerosol
tough
and
time.
Hawk
Yeah, Gold is gonna possibly die here.
immediately going to swap back. Oh,
If they
maybe
could kill the
not.
Mercy because she has res. Yep, they got her. And the kill onto Gold.
The Thunder
5x.
did come in a little bit late, that was kind of a waste
Going
of time there.
savage and Mace ending himself because he doesn't want to die by a Zenyatta.
The fear that that Nex puts in his enemies. Blue again is already halfway to another EMP. Blue's absolutely dominating on Sombra right now.
We have a ton of ults coming on Crystal.
It looks like we are seeing the advantage from Crystal right now. I was gonna say we are seeing the advantage from Skybound now, and they just popped ults. Blue is contesting while invisible. It looks like he's just gonna try to charge his ult before he gets killed.
But that is sort of an advantage there for Skybound as they use, as Crystal Rain used a ton of ults just for that one push.
And Skybound has some really good ults going on this next one. They have Pulse Bomb and Grav ready to combo. They have EMP if they want to really stack on.
Also close to Transcendence for Max.
Max could grind out really fast too.
Yeah.
That was almost a really good boot by Laziat. Scuttlebus almost got knocked off the map there.
Blue by Gold.
A double kill by Gold Streams. That was a really strong dive there. Scuttle just jumps off the map. Mark just can't get around the wall. He got stuck in the corners. And Blue swapped off of
I am empowered.
Sombra while he had EMP. That was a very questionable switch. It looks like it's probably going to work out for them after all, but they could have had a much better situation there. Scuttle gets knocked off the map. They aren't going to have grab for this fight. Crystal Rain has a very big advantage now. It looks like they are... Yeah, Skybound just overpowered them.
With Truth, Max,
Team
and
kill
Mark.
and Skybound switching this back over at 99%.
Skittle
That was a
switched onto
very
the
quick
Diva
fight.
even though he had grab. Again, a very questionable
We have seen
switch.
some really weird switches from Skybound right now.
Even when they have their ults.
Yeah, even like
So
you
far,
can just pop in.
Crystal Rain has only Barrage and
Mace
Blade.
gets knocked off the map. That feels bad. The Zaryas in this match are really just spending a lot of time in the bottom of the pit.
Urson
Honestly,
not able
if-
to get anything with that Dragon Blade.
If they kept the Zarya, they probably could have just grabbed them all off the point. They wouldn't have even needed to fight. Obviously, doesn't matter just because Skybound has insane killing potential with Max on
They
that
kill lots of Mace.
Pinata. Mace got booped off twice in a row there.
There goes Skybound Lightning, taking the garden. Now all that's
If you-
left is Control Center.
If you count Skettle's death there, the Zaryas died to Pharah booping them off 3 times in a row.
Something tells me that Pharaohs don't very like Zaryas that often.
Zarya's just having a hard time with Pharah. We are seeing the Reinhardt for Skybound right now.
Skettle running
And-
Roadhog. Make me
I was-
proud, Skettle.
Like,
Be the budget
Roadhog,
heart blue we need.
Roadhog is so much fun. Like, he doesn't do anything anymore, but he's so much fun.
I would play
Believe-
Hog if they have like a dive comp without a Reaper. That's good enough.
I believe when Lionclaw's internet acted up in a scrim against Skybound Thunder, we actually subbed in Heroic and beat Skybound Thunder with their own sub.
I remember that. I 2v1'd both Miss Doc and Eddie.
Yep.
We're
That
seeing a
was
really
hilarious.
prolonged fight right now. No one's died yet. I don't think anyone's really dropped below half.
Oh, there goes the charge onto that Truth did.
Nex
might
did
go
get
down
singled
to
out there, so that's a really... This is going to be a really tough fight for Skybound Lightning right now, without Mex and without Truthfully Cool.
Mark is also
And it
going to
looks
go
like-
down to gold.
Crystal Rain kind of got a little bit lazy there. They all got off the point. Zach is getting terrorized on the point, but it doesn't look like he's going to get stopped. There we go. He finally gets, the Winston gets some support, and Zach goes down.
Blue
This
and
is still
Skittle
even.
are all shredding. That's an
Oh
advantage
my
for
god.
Skybound
And
Lightning.
Skybound
taking
takes it. They took that without any supports. And it looks like
Overpowered
Skybound's
in
gonna
the
take
DPS.
yeah, Skybound's DPS is crazy.
I'm surprised though that Skettle still manages holding the Hog even when Crystal Rain has a Reaper.
I mean, Reaper doesn't necessarily completely stop Hog as long as Hog has a team around him.
Yeah, but yet on similar parts it's just like Hog is kind of an old charge. Oh, there goes
Hog-
double. But yeah, he goes down to Mace, which
can't-
will
Blue is just not having a good day for barrages.
he's just
It's
getting
just one
bullied
kill
on
die.
Mace Guy ate literally all of that barrage.
He legit jumped off the map when he was right next to spawn. That is the biggest stagger ever.
He probably just wants his mech back.
He staggered himself. But he is
Yeah,
close to
if he,
self-destruct.
yeah, if he was close to self-destruct, I can understand that. You don't want to switch off and then back on just to get your mech back when you're that close.
And self-destruct now is
As a
ready.
diva main, I
Down to
can
Skittle. Big
speak to
shatter
that
coming by
dilemma.
Truth.
The Transcendence came in really late there. They
Rest
popped
in
it after
peace,
2 people died. It is now, I was gonna say it is now a 5v4, but it's now a 3v4. The whole hog does come out, getting everybody away from the point as well. It looks like Crystal Rain is gonna come in as a full team before Skybound can now.
There goes the
He's
drop
very far
from
behind.
Crystal Rain. And the self-destruct. I don't think it's gonna connect.
Nothing doing from that self-destruct from Ace guy.
Mark pops ult there, gets a defense matrix absolutely jammed into his throat though.
Oh wow, that would
Oh,
be
a
a pain.
huge hook by Skydo on Aeroson.
That is a
Trent
savage
came in
hook right
needlessly
there.
there. All
Right
all
after
the red
barely
right
getting
now.
around the corner with 9 health to take a breather.
And that is it.
That
Skybound
is the
takes the
game.
match against Crystal Rain at 2-0. Crystal Rain did have a very strong showing in the first map, but it looks like the DPS, especially with the supportive mechs, just absolutely overpowered them.
Yep. Zac and Max do a very well combo on healing.
Max has the ability to go off on Zen at any point in time. If you don't shut him down, you're gonna have a lot of trouble.
Zac is
He's like
really good at
Bucko.
healing for
There goes
healing
Skittle
for
jumping off the
obstacles.
map.
Zac is really good at peeling for Zenyatta's as well. He does a very good job of keeping people off.
He's like Stanky.
I don't know about Stanky, but he's definitely good.
Reddit Lucio.
Crystal Rain is out of here.
Just like, zoom, we're out.
Yep, they got some stuff to think about.
Are they disbanding again?
Hopefully not.
Too soon?
Too soon.
No, your perspective playing